Imagine standing on the precipice of a battlefield, your heart thumping in your chest, your hands gripping the bow and arrow that have been your trusted companions in countless wars. But this time your opponents are not just any enemies, they are your own blood, your own flesh. What would you do? This is the crisis that Prince Arjuna faced in the epic tale of the Mahabharata. Arjuna, a great warrior prince from the ancient Indian culture, found himself in the midst of the battlefield of Kurukshetra, torn between his duty as a warrior and his moral values. His opponents were not foreign invaders or tyrannical rulers, but his own relatives, his mentors, and his childhood friends. This was not just a war, it was a family feud, a civil war that threatened to tear apart the very fabric of his society. Arjuna's charioteer was none other than Lord Krishna, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the preserver of the universe in Hinduism. As Arjuna gazed upon the familiar faces across the battlefield, he was gripped by a profound sense of despair. He dropped his divine bow, the Gandiva, and sank to his knees, his heart heavy with moral and emotional turmoil. Lord Krishna, seeing Arjuna's distress, began a conversation that would become one of the world's most profound philosophical discourses, known as the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna advised Arjuna on the nature of duty, the importance of action, and the illusion of the self, urging him to rise above his personal attachments and perform his duty as a warrior. The conversation between Krishna and Arjuna offers a treasure trove of wisdom. Arjuna's crisis, while rooted in the specifics of his time and culture, resonates with anyone who has faced a difficult decision that tests their moral compass. Krishna's teachings remind us that while emotions and personal attachments are a part of human life, they should not cloud our judgment when it comes to performing our duties. We all have roles to play in the grand scheme of life, and we must do so without attachment to the results of our actions. From Arjuna's crisis, we learn that moral and emotional dilemmas are not unique to us. Even the greatest of warriors, blessed with divine weapons and guided by gods, have faced similar crises. It is through these crises that we are forced to reflect, to question, and ultimately, to grow. In conclusion, Arjuna's crisis in the battlefield of Kurukshetra is a timeless tale of moral and emotional conflict. It teaches us about duty, about action without attachment, and about the illusion of self. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles and that wisdom often comes in times of great uncertainty. So the next time you find yourself in a crisis, remember Arjuna. Remember his struggle, and remember the lessons his story has to offer.